One, two, three, and the place to be. It should play your partners from the bottom of the map.
From the bottom of the map.
Once again, it's your dog Israel.
Hey, Hayes.
And we about to get into this Miami versus Florida State game this weekend, 3:30, Doak Campbell Stadium, Tallahassee. We know this place very well. Got a good thrashing last year, 45-3. A lot of controversy about who's going to be playing quarterback. What's your prediction? What do you feel about this game?
What do I feel? What do I motherfucking feel? Well, let me think about it, right? Let me go ahead and put the other games out, put them in the rear view, right? Because that's what a smart person would say, right? Yeah, don't think about the other games. Let's just look at this opponent. Man, that shit is idiot. All right, look, Vegas say we gonna lose by 14. Anybody who you want fan know, ain't nothing less. Let me see, 45-3. I feel like 20 to 28 points. That's an improvement. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? You don't know who gonna play quarterback. Whoever do gonna have at least one or two turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Give Florida State a short field. So yeah, I'm at least thinking we lose by 21 points. Maybe we're competitive in the first quarter and the fourth quarter.
Hmm.
That's what I'm thinking. Now, obviously, miracles do happen now. Motherfucker, get up there because the only way that UM will be looking crazy is if we go in the Doak Stadium, 100,000 motherfuckers doing a war chant, tomahawk motherfucking chop, and we go in there and stunt their ass. That would be the motherfucking miracle at Doak, the hope on Doak, whatever you want to call that shit. I don't think nobody can call that. I just feel like we really don't got a fighting chance. The team right now, they're gonna get up to play, and I think Mario knows how important it is. But is he gonna do anything special? Probably not. So I just feel like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like the offense is not going to show up. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do what they could do. I think the defense has been playing pretty decent, but I feel like Florida State going to have their way. They're going to have their way like a bitch that you been fucking and you know damn well, like, nah, you're not finna tell me no. Come here. And yeah, that's what's finna happen. So.
Well, last year, because the quarterback controversy is underway. Last year, Ja'Cory Brown started this game. He was only 5 or 9 for 37 yards with an interception. He also had 13 carries for 64 yards. A lot of those were just like, scrambling out of the pocket. Florida State had 454 yards of offense. Miami only had 188 yards of offense with 4 turnovers. It was a good, thorough ass whooping up and down the field. Florida State has national championship aspirations. They are a better team. They're a better offense. They have 2 first round wide receivers and Keon Coleman and Johnny Wilson. It doesn't. We don't know. The injury report hasn't come out whether Johnny Wilson is going to be playing or not, or Coleman. But we'll see. But if they're on the field with Benson and Teofili and Jordan Travis and their attack. I like our defense. I like our defense. I think the issue is we need our offense to help our defense. So these three and outs, three and outs, three and outs, three and outs, our defense is only going to hold up for so long. It's a rivalry game, so I expect them boys to get up, but I need our offense to put some long drives together and put points on the board, and not three. We need to be scoring touchdowns. This is where the whole week of the press, the media, the fans being on your ass got to turn into something. This is where you got to say, all right, this is the come to Jesus moment between Mario and Shannon Dawson. They got to be like, look, who's in charge, who's gonna be calling the plays, and we got to turn this shit loose. Whoever we're gonna have at quarterback, we got to turn this shit loose. We got to spread the ball. We got to get the ball downfield, or by halftime, this game will be over. The players will be dejected, and then you'll start seeing more of the recruits starting to flip and starting to slip and start decommitting and start looking at other schools because you want to see your team, the team that you're committed to. You want to see them at least look competitive. You want to see them look like they put up a fight. But if them boys ain't out there putting up a fight and that offense just looks like lackluster, like it's been looking, yeah, it's going to be bad because now, you start losing the players. You start losing the morale of the team, and it just goes all downhill from there. So, I would just like to see them be competitive, you know, put up a good fight. show that we're not finna lay down. Yeah, we got to go to Doak Campbell. Tallahassee gonna be rocking. It's gonna be war chants and all that, but maybe being on the road is gonna help them. Maybe what I'm saying, not hearing the boos or playing in front of your home crowd. Sometimes it helps. We've definitely pulled out some wins at Doak Campbell before. We played well in Doak Campbell. We usually have a couple of pretty good games. So we'll see. I just want to know, like, are we going to be, are our hopes going to be up and then, be disappointed again? Or are we kind of coming into this game expecting, the same, outcome? Is it going to be like another game where we're going to be talking about Mario and Shannon Dawson?
I feel like you got a lot of motherfucking optimism. You know damn well what's gonna happen deep down. So all I'm saying is, look, y'all don't kick the screen. Don't be cursing Mario out. He just doing what we said he was gonna do, or at least what I said he was gonna do at the beginning of the season. You get your ass whooped 45-3. You couldn't even score no touchdowns. Man, I love you. I'm like the next person. I ain't no hater, but I'm a realist. Bro, they gonna get their ass whooped. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I just disbelieve, and I think at best they're competitive and they lose, or they get an ass whooping and they lose. I think them the only two choices. I don't think winning is in the cards, and it's not like I don't want them to win. It's not like I'm a hater. It's not like I don't believe, but it's like, nah, bro, you're not finna convince me that a Buick is a goddamn, you know what I'm saying, Lamborghini. No days of the week.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree. I agree. I mean, I do think I look at it like we're competitive for a while. Then the game.
how many touchdowns did they score last week? Do you remember?
Um, I don't think
None,
that. Yeah,
none. They ain't scored
yeah,
none.
yeah.
Why couldn't
Yeah.
score no
No
touchdowns?
touchdown. And then actually, the offense has been. They only scored 14 against Georgia Tech. They scored 21 against North Carolina. Virginia was. They didn't put up many points. They won, and even against Clemson, they won, but they won like they were lighting it up. And that was in overtime. They got the 29 or 26 points or whatever. So it wasn't like they was lighting it up. Um, One thing I want to ask you, they lose this game, they get blowed out. Another 45-3. Another game where they don't look competitive at all. Do they?
They're gonna score 14. They're gonna give me 14.
Okay,
I
they give
believe
you 14. Let's
14.
say the score 48-14. Is
Oh,
this another like, all right, we need to give Mario another year to kind of get things together, or is it really time to be like, hey, we got to start looking at who's at the top?
I mean, I want to give you what reality is, but we know that boy signed for 80 million. So it don't matter what we say, he's not going nowhere. He has a minimum. If Jimbo gets 6 years in College Station, Mario gets 8 years in Miami. 8 years, okay? So we gonna go ahead and ride this rest of this decade out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're really gonna be talking about a new coach in 230, 231. I want to make that very clear to you, M. So if you think this shit is bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. The only hope is that we get generational talent. He don't win. Reality is he need to leave. But I listen to a lot of shows. They're like, you know what? Let's say you go 7-5. That's an improvement. But I'm like, look, he got the keys from Manny going 9-4. You went
Mm.
9. Okay, so we coming off of 9-4. You go 5-7. Now you 7-5. Look, bro, this man gonna go 8-4. Then he gonna regress that next year. I'm starting to really feel like with the way Florida State playing, boy, that boy might not be Florida State. You know what I'm saying, in his reign. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just think there ain't no. I will be presently surprised if we push them to the limit. Our only saving grace is if the defense decide that they want to go ahead and channel like that boy. But they got a quarterback who's a dual threat. So you chase him out the pocket. I'm like, man, ain't show nobody to contain nobody. You think they're gonna contain Jordan Travis? The best hope that we have is somebody get hurt, quarterback get hurt, and then they got to try. They back up out and just what I'm saying. That'll be the best scenario right there. If that happens, that means that the football guys are like, look, man, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. You know how I feel about you.
Hey,
That's
I
what
will.
I'll
Hey,
do.
listen, we not praying for no injuries, man. Let them
I ain't
boys
praying,
get
but
this
I'm just
game.
like, look, but that's the only way we end up a little bit closer than not. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
What
Tyler
you
got
think?
hurt one time.
What
So
you think happens at quarterback? Who you think plays? They haven't committed to nobody. I listen
Ain't
to these
committed to nobody.
I listen to these silly behind just ridiculous press conference they keep giving. And I'm just like, look, man, y'all, they're like scared to say what it is. They be beating around the bush. Oh, yeah, if your quarterback's not playing well, we don't want to like have him feeling like we're against him. Like, listen, man, like they gotta stop. These they kids, but they grown men, man. They gotta start feeling what it's like to be grown men. Tell them, boy, hey, you're sitting down this week or you're playing this week. Hey, we're gonna start you, but if you start playing bad, you on a short leash. We're gonna yank your ass.
I think that's what happens because Emory. I think when he played when they played Clemson, he burned his red shirt. So you feel me?
Mm.
Kind of got to play that boy now because he ain't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why not? I think both quarterbacks play, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mario doing Mario. They're gonna stick with him, and like you said, if he starts going bad, they stick him Emory. You want to stick Emory in a hostile environment and Doak? Let me tell you something, boy. They gonna have pitchforks ready for you when they come in there. Shout out to the UM fans that's brave enough to put on that orange and green when you know your coach finna embarrass you. You finna get a whooping in front of the whole school, and you still, you know what I'm saying, you hold your head up high. Yeah, man, it ain't gonna be pretty, man. They gonna burn. They gonna be acting crazy. All right, they're gonna be loose. They live for this too. So you know,
That's all I
that's all.
got. That's all I got. Listen, it is what it is now.
Man, well, hey, well, tell us what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe. And man, this is another one from the bottom of the map.
From the bottom of the map, we
We
going.
out.
Yo.